Ooh, Fredo.
Hey, yeah, I'm back into the barricade. What I'm doing, counting up money from this year I made. Last year was a different story, but this year I'm paid. Just do 6:30 in the club, I let it ricochet. Extreme rules ain't enough, I put him in a cage. Now it ain't nowhere to hide, you about to catch this fade. Hey, if rap was wrestling, I'm in the Hall of Fame. Playing games, better acknowledge me like I'm Roman Reigns. Hey, but you can't see me though. Took a break, now the final boss back with the demon flow. The innovator, I just do the stuff that they ain't seen. I'm like the Undertaker, a tombstone to put you where you need to go. A match against me and Dog out for showstopper. I'm in the booth with sweet chair music, I'm the showstopper. Like the Midnight Express, I'm on the road rock. They screaming no mas, I'm old mas, dog, I'm a whole problem. You got the money in the bank, I need the whole profit.
Yo, what's happening, gang? What's happening, gang? Yo, what's the deal, y'all? This is the Wrestling and Wrestling and Chill Monday for the Monday Night Raw review. Yo, so we got our boy Lyle, we got regular Rolly, and we do have a newcomer to the team, everybody. We got Miss Kayla K-Faye. What's happening? Miss Kayla, where you from? What got you into wrestling?
I'm from the Metro Atlanta area. I've been a wrestling fan since I was like a kid, like 2004. I ain't new to this. I'm true too.
That's what I'm talking about. We welcome you here at the FTW podcast. No matter what that white man next to me says, we appreciate you for being here. All right. So
thank you.
Yes, man. With that being said, tonight's Raw pretty dope, y'all. I was pretty impressed by it. Out of 5, I'll probably give like a 3.2, something around there. Lyle, what would you give it? 2? Jesus Christ. That man is not impressed. All right, Kayla, what would you give it?
I think I'm being a bit more fair. I give it at least a 3.5.
Yeah, for sure. What's happening, man? What's happening, Mr. Wolf? Appreciate you for joining us. I'm pretty sure my brother, Razorback Rock, is going to join us too eventually. What's up, brother? All right, Rolly. Yep, there you go, right after him. All right, Rolly, what would you give it tonight?
I'm gonna be different than all y'all. I give it a 4. It was a great show. I ain't seen nothing bad with it. It was popular.
You see, that's why we got different people on here. You know what I mean? Get these different opinions on here. You know what I mean? And we're gonna see why everybody gave it its ratings for tonight. We know Mr. Loud is very critical of things, so we're just gonna see why. First segment that we had, y'all, we had CM Punk come out. This is probably why Loud gave it a 2. He really don't like CM Punk. We had Mr. CM Punk come out, right? He pretty much reviewing about everything he's been through since he's been there. The main thing is that he declared for the Royal Rumble, right? All right, cool. So during him doing that, he didn't even get a chance to get anything else out before Seth Rollins came out. You can just see it on his face. You can see it on Punk's face. Just like, oh my fucking God, not this again. So Seth come out. He gets to talking a little bit, talk about how disappointed he is. He shouldn't have underestimated Punk. And then he said he's going to steal his WrestleMania dream and declare for the Royal Rumble himself. Now, during this, with them jibber-jabbering back and forth, then we got Drew McIntyre coming out. He talking about y'all missing the big picture. We ain't supposed to fight. None of us. We need to stop Roman. Get Roman. And I ain't gonna lie. I do it now with my tribal chief. Yeah, I even know it's solo too. But Drew don't be wrong. Drew don't be wrong. KO don't be wrong. Seth, they don't be wrong. Roman put them through hell. So when he say, hey, I'm gonna stop it then since y'all wanna fuck around, I ain't gonna be fucking around with you. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it was a pretty decent opening monologue. Roller, we'll start with you, brother. What would you get as what do you think about this opening monologue?
I thought it was great. I thought CM Punk and Seth Rollins literally still showing the hate for each other. Nothing different, nothing new. And Seth basically kind of owning up. He didn't even. I guess he owned up to the loss. Owned up to the loss. Took it on the chin. But CM Punk, CM Punk bragging about it. Continuing to brag about it. But it was cool that Seth Rollins was like, okay, I'm not done with you. And I was hoping that was the case. I was hoping that we were going to continue this going on. This wasn't going to be a one-off match. And that's what it's showing. It's not going to be a one-off match. It seems like at Royal Rumble, Seth is going to do anything physically possible to stop CM Punk from going to WrestleMania. Whether he had to eliminate him and eliminate him and himself, he'll do it. It don't matter. Like his goal is not even to go to WrestleMania. It is his goal to go to WrestleMania. But he wouldn't have it any other way. Even if he takes CM Punk out, that's fine. But that's cool. And then Drew coming out, telling them, like, y'all worrying about the wrong thing. Roman Reigns is about to be tribal chief again. He's tribal chief already, but he's about to gain power again. He's about to get the belt back. Y'all are worried about the wrong thing right now. And I'm like, see, all this is still playing into Roman. All this is still playing into Roman. All this is still about, it all revolves around Roman Reigns. And that's what it's leading. It seems like that's where it's leading at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns. It's all about Roman Reigns. They don't want Roman to get power. They don't want Roman to rule WWE again. It seems like we're going that way, but they're going to do anything to stop it. And honestly, I'm down for it. I'm down for everything that happened. I like this segment.
Cool. That's good. That's good insight on that, man. It kind of reminds me just kind of a little bit of the Adam Hangman Page. If y'all watch AEW, Adam Page and Swerve type of thing. Cause Adam, he pretty much want to do anything possible for Swerve not to be champion, even tapping out and losing the match himself. But Caleb, what do you think about this first monologue?
Actually, it was exactly what I thought we were gonna get out of Punk, and I expected Seth to come out and interrupt him. That's just seems to be his thing as of late. And to kind of bounce off of what Ray said, I think everyone except for Punk's attention is kind of in the wrong place. Seth is focused on CM Punk. He's still reeling after this loss last week, so that's what his attention is on. And then I wasn't expecting Drew to come out, but considering that it's Royal Rumble time, and everyone wants to make them, enter the Royal Rumble, I'm not too surprised with him coming out. But with his focus being on Roman, it's like, you got to get your mind on what's more important, and that's getting back the championship, especially considering that he lost it so quickly at WrestleMania last year.
I feel you on that. It's like ever since he lost it, like he literally hasn't said, like, he said he's mentioned trying to get it back, but he hasn't put in a real effort trying to get it back. He mostly been serviced on everyone around Roman and CM Punk. You know what I mean? Instead of going for your damn title. So he's pretty much doing what he said himself you were doing, not paying attention, not keeping your eye on the ball. So kind of like a reverse thing going on there. Loud, what's happening? Tell me something.
If they had had this segment and then ended Raw, everyone have a great night, I'd give it 5 stars because the segment was wonderful. Like, it started off hot, bro. Man, Raw started, I was like, ooh, this is how we're going to start Raw? Okay, we even got to have like a fire match to start. This was a good promo, good little drive. So I was looking forward to Raw, and then it kind of just, my enthusiasm dropped as the night went on. But overall, man, I really enjoyed the beginning segment. I like what they're setting up. Rolly pretty much took everything I was going to say. Thief. No. It's just that we agree on it. I do like what they're building up to. Drew coming out there like basically being the anti. He's not really a bad guy. He's speaking truth. Everything he's saying makes sense. He's like, look, you let Roman get back in power. Well, you think he's changed? You think because now y'all are buddies again, or he's not bossing people around that he's any different? No, he's still Roman. And if you look back in the histories, Roman said when he came back, ain't nothing changed. Like, I'm still me. I'm still the tribal. Ain't nothing changed. He said that. Ain't nothing changed. So I'm just excited to see where we're going to go from here.
Yes, sir. You're right about that, Lau. He absolutely said verbatim, ain't nothing changed. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't think none of them be wrong. They also team up, in my opinion. I don't know if The Rock gonna be with them, like as far as like a super group or some shit, but they're not wrong. They're not wrong. Kevin's shirt, Kevin is right, is spot on. He's not wrong at all. It's like they always say, oh, they're doing dirty stuff, woo and Cody and woo. You can't say they wrong though. Is nobody gonna get out there and say, well, they're wrong about their points. They're not. We're cheering the bad guy. I mean, I'm gonna keep cheering them, but we're definitely cheering the bad guy without cheering wrong. But hey, that's another subject. We're gonna go ahead and move on from that. So the next segment of tonight, y'all, this was fire. Match of the night, by far, in my opinion. This was crazy. So, for y'all who don't know, last week we were supposed to have a few debuts and a few returns that didn't happen because of time restraints, right? It's crazy to say that we're a 3-hour show, but time restraints, right? Got moved back a little bit. So, this week, we got Chad Gable going against a mystery opponent. They told, supposedly he got trouble with luchador-style wrestlers. And Adam Pearce said, I got somebody for you this week. Penta. We got Penta, y'all. Jesus Christ, I've been waiting on this. Like I said, if y'all don't watch AEW, you don't know much about, or the indie scenes. I know more from the indie scenes and whatnot. I mean, he had a fire match against Chester Green, man, looked like a superstar. But from the indie scenes, this man and AEW, he putting on. Him and Ray Phoenix, his partner. Hopefully he comes soon. We don't know yet, but if they do, it's gonna be amazing. But Penta have been putting on around the world for a long time, y'all. From I ain't saying the music was great, but it was straight. The video, the presentation, that he pretty much had the same outfit he did at AEW. I thought they were gonna change something up as far as this. I'm fucking glad they didn't. Y'all, this was fire. 5-star, 4.5-star match. It was definitely up there. It was very entertaining. You didn't know who was gonna win. I'm glad they didn't just squash Chad Gable. I hate when they do shit like that with a superstar coming in debuting. A lot of times they like to squash the person. I'm so glad they didn't do that because Chad Gable held his own. It had to look like Chad may win at one point, but Penta did pick up the victory tonight. He got that Canadian Destroyer in. He got his Penta Destroyer in. Yo, Penta went in. The only thing he didn't do was the jumping foul driver. We all know we can't do that. But yeah, we're gonna go to the AEW expert first. Mr. Loud, tell me what you think about this match.
All right, well, I was super excited for this match, and I still enjoyed it. There was a couple of iffy spots by Penta, but I attribute it to nerves. I attribute to, not really nerves, excitement. I'm not going to say nerves. He probably wasn't nervous. He was just fucking excited to finally be there. And for those that don't know AEW, don't know the independent scene, this man has wrestled in Japan and been a champion. He's been a champion in AAA. He's been a champion everywhere he's gone. Maybe not a world champion everywhere, but he has been a champion. And he has been TNA world champion. So Penta is amazing. I hope his brother will come, probably not for at least a year. AEW is trying to kind of do a little funny thing with his contract, but we'll see if they get past that. Hopefully they do. But anyway, not going to get too much into that. Music sucked. Presentation was great. His walkout was great. The crowd could have been a little more respectful, but again, he's not really well known to a WWE crowd in that show tonight. He got his Zero Miedo chant, Zero Fear, for those that don't understand what that means. He did get a small one at the beginning, and he got one towards the end of the match, and he got another one when he did his little ending victory speech that he gave, which honestly, I wish he would have spoke less in English. His English has gotten so much better, so it's nothing to do with that. Like, he's got some great English compared to what he used to have. But the Penta that I know, the Penta that I saw destroy Lucha Underground and everywhere else, he would throw in a few English words, but it's that Spanish, boy. When he starts spitting in that Spanish, whether you understand it or not, you feel his passion come out. And so I hope we get a little more of that with his promos, just mix it in there a little more. Other than that, man, his match was great. The Mexican Destroyer, they named this one since it's Penta doing it. And then the Penta Driver. I'm glad they let him keep the driver at least. No, we're not going to see him do the package pile driver. We don't need to see him do that. He shouldn't have been doing that shit in AEW. As much as I love how they look, pile drivers in general, I fucking hate them. They're dangerous as shit. Too many great wrestlers have had their necks broken because of one fuck up. It's all it takes. One time. One fuck up. So, no, man, that's it though. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Other than the couple of botches, I still thought we were cooking at this point. I'm like, all right, here we go. And thank God Penta picked up the win, because I did think that they might be giving it Chad for a brief moment, and I'd been pissed.
That's what's up. Yeah, like I pretty much agree with you, man. Like I said, I just thought the music was just okay. It could have been a lot better. I feel like as far as a debuting superstar who the WWE really didn't know, he got a louder pop than I expected. You know what I mean? Because like generally when they don't know somebody, they don't pop for them at all. Just think about everybody that comes from NXT except for Braun Breaker and Trick Williams. Everybody else pretty much get crickets when they come over. So yeah, they did. I think they did pretty straight, man. And I appreciate your insight, Miss Kayla. This is your first time watching Penta, if I'm not mistaken. Tell us something. What do you think about this match?
Actually, it was the best match of the night, in my opinion. Now, I definitely need to get more familiar with Penta. I've heard of him and his brother, through the research that I've done, but I've never seen one of his matches. But after seeing his match with Chad Gable tonight, I can't wait to go back and look at some of the matches, because that Mexican Destroyer, man, when he hit that, my mouth dropped. That was like the best spot of the night, in my opinion. And then also just his finish of the Penta Driver. And again, back to what Lyle was saying, I'm glad they didn't make Chad look weak doing it, especially coming off of his feud with the Wyatt Six. I don't really feel like that ended well for him and his team. So I'm glad that they still made Chad look good, despite the fact that he did lose the match.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate that. Hey, by the way, week 2, no Y6. Fuck. Anyways, Rolly, tell me something, brother. Tell me what you think about this match.
All right, first I'm gonna say that the Wyatt Six got moved to SmackDown. I heard that. I think I heard that. I don't know. Yeah, I think I heard that during the show. But Penta, freaking amazing. The music, I don't care for it. The music, I thought they dropped the ball with it completely. Because when he's in AEW, he has some hip hop. I'm like, okay, he's hip hop music. I thought they were going. I'm like, okay, he's going to come out with hip hop music. He's going to have a banger of a theme song, and he's going to do that little walk that he does, that little strut that he does. He did the strut, but we ain't get the hip hop theme. I'm like, y'all dropped it already. Y'all dropped the ball. Hopefully, it makes up for it in the match. And thank God it did. Thank God he made it. Like, the match was great, and he was in the ring with Chad Gable, which, like I say all the time, Chad Gable is amazing in the ring. He can work with anybody, and he can put on pretty much a 5-star match with anybody if he wants to. So I had no doubt in my mind that this match was not going to cook. This match was going to cook. It was designed to cook. You have Penta and you have Chad Gable, and dog, they tore the house down, back and forth. I'm so glad it wasn't a squash match, like Lyle said. So glad it wasn't a squash match, because in the past, WWE would do stuff like that, but you got to understand, we in the Triple H era now. We ain't doing the Vince thing no more. There ain't no squash matches. There ain't no letting people not get a chance to shine. Nope, everybody. We're going to have competitive matches, and I love that. But Penta got a chance to do the Zero Fair, and at the beginning, people weren't getting it. But as it went on, the match went on, and he started cooking more and more, and everybody started getting behind him. And San Jose was behind him as soon as he came out. Plus, they were also behind him, but like the week ago on the debut of Monday Night Raw, when they showed Penta's name, there was a loud chant there. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's going to be over no matter what. So as he debuts, he's over, and he got instantly over in one night. Had a great match. He got the win with the Penta Driver, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's about to do on Raw. Definitely, great match.
I got one more thing to say, Rock, if you don't mind, before we move on. I meant to say it during my segment. I forgot.
I love Penta.
Mr. TW letting us know how you feel about Penta. But no, I wanted to say, I had forgot that, Kayla, you had never seen Penta before. So if you go back and you want to check out, for anybody else that wants to check out, I think it's a lot of Penta's best work was on Lucha Underground. He went by Pentagon Zero and Pentagon Dark. in that show. And there's actually, if you're a fan of intergender matches, which I personally am, it's Penta versus Io Sky. Before she was Io Sky or Io Shirai. Yeah, I know. I see your eyes get a little big. Yes, Io was down there in Lucha Underground. Penta versus Io. Holy fucking shit. Like, damn. You want to see Penta really work and be able to, no matter who he's working with, male, female, child, go check that out. What up?
He about to slap that girl chest off her.
Gunther himself has been asked who's the hardest chopper he's ever felt, and Gunther said Penta chopped him so hard that that's the hardest chop he's ever taken is from Penta, and now he's in WWE. And yes, but just go back, check out Penta's work in Lucha Underground. Anyone who wants to check out vintage Penta, and wow.
Yeah, I do my chops at the Penta. I don't do extra chops. I do actual Penta chops. That's where I got my chops from. I love me some Penta. That road, you can't come on that rap making weekend. Say I'm out.
Yeah, I do like a mild version of the Penta chop because I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of harder. It's kind of harder to do the Gunther chop in my opinion because of the way you gotta come back. But with Penta, you get it right there and there. Bow! He didn't do it tonight. I just thought about it. He didn't do the Penta chop tonight. Oh, Caleb, when you see that man do a Penta chop, you're gonna be like, oh my God. I swear to God, bro. Ain't no way. Hey, Penta would have one. I let him know before. I was like, you got one of them. Do two of them and shoot. All right? Don't be over with. Fuck this match at that point. But yeah. Great debut for Penta, man. We really are really excited for everything they got for him, man. And we're going to see what they do with him. I personally think, like Lyle said, the Mexicans, excuse me, the Spanish Mexican language, he should incorporate that, go back and forth between the languages, kind of like what Io Sky does. Sometimes he gets to talking Chinese, but then sometimes he's English. We get what she's saying. Either way it go. Also, like you said, that Io Sky, I swear to God, if I ain't mistaken, man, he had a Chelsea Green match too, and it was fire. If I'm not mistaken,
yes.
Bro. Yes. I saw that. The whole match. That was an amazing match. That when I said, I was like, okay, Penta is real deal. And Chelsea Green too. She's playing a character, but Chelsea Green can wrestle her ass off. So shout out to him, man. We're gonna see what that does, man, and let that brew. The next thing that we got, we had a little backstage segment with Judgment Day. I'm not gonna lie, my feed kind of cut out right here. I didn't really pay much attention to it, but from what I got, Dom's in the doghouse with Liv, and Finn Balor pretty much happy that Liv lost that championship. I think some more friction between him and Dom. Kelly, did you catch this little segment right here?
To be honest, I paid maybe half attention to it. I think they're gonna try to keep them together. Which I don't really agree with. I think it's kind of time for the Judgment Day to disband. But I did hear that they were with the White Six. So if they do it correctly, that should be interesting.
I think that's still gonna be ass too, because no offense, like they just haven't booked the White Six right, and currently they're not booking Judgment Day right. So like two groups are not being just booked right. We just saw that with the Final Testament. You know what I mean? Two groups who they ain't been booking right. Final Testament get out there and they lose. You know what I mean? Karen Cross out there predicts something, lose. It may come true eventually, but in the process, he's losing his matches. You know what I mean? So it's like they don't book them right. They're not booking White Six right. It just I don't know. It'll seem kind of cringy to me to see them. At least right now, at least. Rolly, what you think?
Snore. This was oh my gosh. I really wasn't paying attention to it. It was like basically what you said. Dom's in the doghouse. That's all I got from it. Dom is in the doghouse, and Liv is basically, he's making it seem like, or he thinks that he's not in the doghouse. He thinks that everything is cool. Liv is basically making him go get her bags and put the valet, make sure the car's in the front. Basically making him A bitch. That's what he is, a bitch. Making him a bitch. That's how she's treating him, and that's how it's going right now. He's in a doghouse, and that's all I got from the segment. Nothing really eventful for real.
Lau, you got anything to say about this segment?
Kind of ready for us to move on from the Liv and Dom thing. Personally, I'm ready to move on from Liv. We got her. We had her for a while. We had her with the title. Cool. She actually did pretty good. This was her better of her title runs as far as what she was able to do with this one. I don't know, man. We've seen this type of scenario played out. I do like how Dom, she's not mad at, playing kind of the clueless. Then he kind of does the little mustache thing, All right. I like me some dirty Dom, but I'm ready for this story to just be Well, this didn't really need to happen tonight. This could have been put on another show, or they could just finish this. I don't know. It's unnecessary segment for me.
I agree with you. Like I said, Judgment Day lost their fire. If they didn't have Dom in it, it literally would be nothing. Like, nobody would even watch them at all. Dom is pretty much carrying them and the women's division on his back right now. So, yeah, it is what it is. Or the women's world heavyweight title. Like, everything that title does, for some reason, revolves around Dom somehow. So, yeah. It is what it is, man. Hopefully we get something better with it. But the next thing that we got, y'all, we had Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. And this was a good match. It was actually a really good match. It wasn't tag game, one pencil, but this was actually a pretty decent match. Like I've been saying before, man, Ludwig got it all, in my opinion. He got the mic skills, the star appeal, everything it takes to be a great heel and a great superstar. Hopefully, I like what they're doing, giving him his singles push, and it's been great. They pretty much had to when they got rid of Giovanni, because you're not going to put Gunther in no tag teams. So I like the way they present him. I like the way they present him a lot, man. He's doing his thing. Sheamus, we all know he's going to put on a banger whenever he can. He moves a lot slower than he used to. I'm starting to realize that week by week, it's getting slower and slower and slower. Still a good match. You know how to wrestle and keep you safe and whatnot. But he's getting very slow and slower. So, I think Father Time's starting to creep up on him. But with that being said, I liked the match. Wasn't bad at all. Miss Kayla, can you go and let us know what you think about this match?
Being that it's Sheamus, of course, was a banger. I remember being about this early on. I honestly wasn't that interested in Sheamus versus Kaiser. Kaiser is still kind of growing on me personally. I do enjoy seeing him, kind of separate from Gunther and then building his character. And of course, I enjoy seeing Sheamus anytime he has a match or even his segments. But I'm kind of ready for it to lead to something, which, granted, they did book Sheamus versus Braun Breaker at Saturday night's main event for the IC title. So hopefully I know it's going to be a great match because they put on great matches before. But I'm just kind of ready to, either for it to lead to a bigger push for Sheamus or for them to come to a conclusion with it. Because personally, I'm just tired of seeing them go back and forth and doing the same matches over and over.
I feel you on that, because we have seen Ludwig and Sheamus before. And like you said, it feels like we keep getting them in the ring together, whether it's in a triple threat match or them by themselves or in some type of tag match. They've been in the match a lot together lately. So, yeah, I can just feel that. Rolly, what do you think about this match?
Thought the match was great. I thought Sheamus, he was trying his best to win this match, or trying his best to, make sure that he beat Ludwig Kaiser, because he's tired of dealing with him. And it was great that he finally, I guess, he rid himself of Ludwig Kaiser. I don't know if it's actually definitive if he rid himself of Ludwig, but it looks like it right now. It looks like he can finally focus on the IC championship against Braun Breaker. But it was a great match, especially that kick from Ludwig Kaiser when he ran around the ring and hit Sheamus while he was sitting on or near that chair. Did you see Sheamus's face? He didn't, bro. His face didn't change that whole time when they was going to commercial break. I'm like, yeah, he's in pain. He is in horrible pain. But it's great. The only thing I kind of just don't like about the IC like picture in general is it's only revolving around them three, nobody else. And I feel like if Dragunov didn't get hurt, he would be in this picture right now, maybe even IC champion, honestly, to be for real, because he's a freaking beast. So I feel like they're just holding off because it's only these three. I feel like they're holding off until Dragunov gets back, trying to feed Braun Breaker new challengers or the same challengers, but it's just a hold off because Dragunov is taking that belt when he gets back. Love Braun Breaker, but I feel like Dragunov's going to be IC champion when he gets back. But I love this match, and I can't wait to see this match against Sheamus and Breaker again because I know it's going to be a banger automatically. Breaker does no wrong in the Rams.
I'm gonna tell you this, reportedly, rumor-wise, and I heard this 3 months ago, the person who they want to take it off of Braun Breaker eventually would be Dom. It'd be something entangled with the Judgment Day again. That's reportedly. I don't know if they changed their mind by now. I would be mad if Dom got it. I hope he gets it while he's not in Judgment Day. We don't need that shit turned into that. But Lau, what do you think about this match?
Oh man, pretty much everyone said everything I was gonna say. I'll give one more to you. I am glad that Rolly brought up Dragunov because that's my whole thing. What I'm wanting to happen is I want Dragunov to come back and not necessarily be IC champion because I want Breaker to keep that. I hope he does not lose it to Sheamus. I know Sheamus wants the belt, but I don't care. I don't want him to lose it to Sheamus. I don't want him to lose it just yet. I want Dragunov to come back. I want him to join Imperium. Then we got Kaiser, we got Dragunov, we got Gunther, and instead of the IC title, we got Dragunov and we got Kaiser taking the tag titles while Gunther still dominates. I know Kaiser's doing good as a single. We want to see Kaiser a single guy. It might happen, it might not. We all know how I feel about, I'm really strict about some of those people I feel got it. Some people I feel are just eternal mid-carders. I really don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I feel like Kaiser's one of those eternal mid-carders or tag guys. I don't feel like he's a world champion, so why not boost Imperium? You got rid of Giovanni, who no one really ever kind of felt anyways, and you can bring in, old Dragunov there, who actually kind of fits the build of Imperium pretty fucking perfectly. That's what I'm looking forward to and hoping for, personally.
I wouldn't be mad about that either. The only thing about that is that Gunther and Dragunov are known, how can I say, not mortals, but, rivals. They're known rivals. So that'd be the only thing that'd be hard to get Dragunov to, submit to, hey, I'm in this group and Gunther's our leader type thing. So that would be the only thing. Now, before he had the title, I think it was more of a possible thing. And then, nobody can really say you was above, especially Dragunov and Gunther at that point. They couldn't really say they was above each other. They could just say they was in the same clique. But now, it would obviously be Gunther. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, we'll see. I want to see it. You know what I mean? We talked about that before. I would love to see it, but we don't see how WWE plays that. So, with that being said, our next segment, man, we had Sammy being approached by, hold on right quick. Before I even get to that, you know what? We're going to take a small little intermission and get to our sponsor. Shout out to our girl, Reptar, Dating with Reptar. It's on all social media platforms. You got on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and yep, there we go. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram. Please check her out and see what time she actually goes live with that. She would love to have y'all input on it. Now, with that being said, we got some more sponsors we're going to get to. Please stay with us as we get back to it, gang.
Yo, FTW gang. I know it's a little different seeing your boy Mr. FTW not with behind the bright lights with his championship belt. I'm in the car. I'm in the FTW bucket, man. With that being said, I gotta let you guys know. Yes, shout out to Red. But yes, that being said, Here, 5 to 7 business days a week. If you want to be a paid sponsor, all you got to do is hit me up, man. We run live 5 through 7 business days a week, and we go live on 5 different platforms, gang. 5 different platforms. You can go out there and reach, you know what I'm saying, really reach the numbers you really want to reach. Let us help you do that. And with that being said, man, I always want to give a shout out to all our sponsors. So shout out to all the paid sponsors if you are a paid sponsor already. And shout out to the ones that are out there that's going to become a sponsor in the future. And with that being said, man, it's your boy, Mr. FTW. I don't want to hold up many.
Down M13 through Genesee, I-75 is the home for me. Welcome to Saginaw, Saginaw, Saginaw.
Can be, and as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, a milestone video, a huge video, one that I was talking about a few videos back, a few new figure pickup videos back. We were talking about this right here. It is none other than episode 50 of new figure pickups. It is crazy to think that this YouTube started back up again after so many years of being away. We started back up in June of 2022. Here we are, a little over 2 years later, 50 episodes later of new figure pickups. I told you guys it was going to be a good one. It was going to be a big one. We're going to try to make sure that we don't make this.
Yes, sir, and we are back. Thank you for those paid sponsors, y'all. Like Boss Man said, all you gotta do is hit up somebody from the FTW gang. If you want to be a paid sponsor, we will get the information straight to you and get it straight to Boss Man. Now, with that being said, let's get back to this rocking show that we have tonight, right? All right, cool. So, next thing that we had, right, it was Sami Zayn being approached by Seth Rollins. You know what I mean? Sami like, hey man, I know you had a hard time with your loss, whatnot, and Seth pretty much like, hey man, shut up, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, you getting on my nerve. Hey, you used to be happy your boy won, but we all know he's talking about Roman Reigns. Like, your boy Ron, he's tribal chief again. You helped him do that. With your dumb ass. He didn't say with your dumb ass, but he basically wants to say. He's like, hey, you talking about you done help to get back in power. Everything I done worked for, you done just destroyed. He didn't say that either, but I'm paraphrasing. You know what I mean? That's what he's thinking in his mind. You done help this man get back his power, and I literally sacrificed my whole body and damn near my career to get this man out of there. And you helped him get back in power. What you gonna do next? He did say this. What you gonna do next? Help him get to the Royal Rumble? You gonna help him win? You gonna help him beat Cody at WrestleMania? You gonna help him do this and that other? How about you start helping people do something for yourself? And I was like, damn, he's right. He should do something for himself other than the goddamn Intercontinental title, because that's not your title no more. Goddamn it, don't go for that shit no more, Sami. I'm gonna say this. This is a sidebar. That pissed me off so bad when he beat Gunther. Why not Chad? Anyways, Rolly, let's get your opinion on this, brother. This whole Seth, was Seth right by everything he said, or do you think he should have eased up a little bit on Sami?
I think he was 100% right. Sami he's back in the bloodline business, and he's like wearing the shirts again and everything. Like, his dude is literally involved in the bloodline again. It's like, you worked so hard to get away from it, and now Roman did one thing, just all of a sudden you're just back in the group, you're back with the family, you're back in the bloodline. Like, you need to start. He needs to do something for himself. Definitely. I don't know if it definitely doesn't have to be the IC picture, but something. You need something. You need a Sammy win. You need a Sammy story. Something. I don't know. Because right now, you don't need to be back with the bloodline. Roman hasn't changed. He hasn't apologized to you. He's still the same dude, the same Tribal Chief that literally beat you down in the middle of the ring at the Royal Rumble 2 years ago? Same dude. Nothing changed at all. So I don't know why you're so head over heels for the bloodline again. Like, it makes no sense. So I understand that, and I like this because it's kind of still showing little glimpses of Seth feeling like Drew and Kevin is right, feeling like, okay, maybe I can see a team with these two. I can see aligning myself with them to stop what's about to happen, which inevitably is about to happen, which is Roman becoming champion again. We want to stop that, so they're going to do anything to stop it. So those three teaming up to stop Roman, you can't write a better story.
Man, I want to see that so bad. Like, with everything in me, I want to see KO, Rollins, and Drew team up. Like, who gonna stop that team? Who gonna stop it? The whole Wyatt Six can come after them. I think I got my money on them. I swear to God, I do. So yeah, interesting, man. Interesting. We'll see what happens. Lyle, tell me something, man. What you think about this whole situation?
I got. Like y'all were saying, man, first of all, that last match, this is when Raw started kind of doing the decline for me. The last match that, sure, it was Ludwig, it was Sheamus, it was a good match, but it didn't need to happen, in my opinion. Could have scrapped it, could have gave us Wyatt Six, could have done something else. We didn't need to see those two wrestle again. I'm so tired of already not getting the Wyatt Six. Not to mention, spoiler alert, I know, but today, it was only a 2.5 hour show, and that's with commercials, so it was barely a 2 hour show. And you don't give us Wyatt Six, and you can go as long as you want. Anyways, before I digress, I'm excited I like the Drew point. I like the let's get Roman. Roman ain't changed, blah, blah. And they doesn't do no with Sammy. Sammy comes back. Where's the honorary Uso? Throws up the one. Sammy gets the Sammy Uso chant. We love us, Sammy Uso. Cool. We're thinking cool. He's the Sammy Uso. No segment. No backstage segments. No. Uzi, him doing the handshake with Jimmy or Jay. None of it. So it's fucking pointless. Another pointless backstage segment we didn't need to have after a match we didn't need to have.
Okay. I feel you on that. I kind of think this is peak Sammy. Matter of fact, this is right under peak Sammy. Peak Sammy is when he was in the bloodline and he was trying to get Jay to accept him. That was peak Sammy. This is right under it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Miss Kayla, what do you think about this whole situation?
Well, for anyone that follows me on TikTok, they know that me and Seth, we've had beef for the past 10, going on 11 years now. So in my opinion, he just sounded jealous of Sammy's relationship with Roman, which why be jealous when you're the one that put the chair to Roman's back in the first place? That's just me. But I hear what he's saying. I'm choosing not to listen, but I hear what he's saying. I think Roman though just has everyone's wrestling tights and trunks just in a twist. Y'all focus on the wrong thing. Y'all got all this smoke with Roman. You need to worry about getting get back in the championship picture.
And this is one of the reasons, this is a little off subject, this is one of the reasons why I say it's like people who actually watch wrestling instead of just being old heads and thinking about how it was. When you actually watch wrestling, Roman has to be in your top 3. Like, he just gotta be ready. He ain't gotta be a favorite top 3, but as far as everything, championships, conference, man, putting people over and carrying the business, it's 5 different stories right now going on with Roman. And he not in 4 of them. He's not even in 4 of them. And they still revolving around him. Anything to do with KO and Cody, that's him. Anything that Seth got going on, that's Roman. Anything with Drew got going on, that's Roman. You know what I mean? He ain't talking to them. He ain't had a conversation with them. and everything they doing is around him. Hell, whatever Solo got going when he get back, it's gonna be around him. It look like they not gonna be around each other for a little bit, but whatever he do, he's gonna keep on referencing whatever Roman did or whatnot. So that's another story gonna be around him. You know what I mean? Creating stars here and there, here and there, here and there. So, with that being said, we can move on to the next subject, man. Hopefully they get that together. We don't know. We gonna see. Next thing we had a rare sighting from an NXT superstar tonight. We had the new NXT champion Uber Femi, and we ain't got to really talk about that too much. I'm just gonna personally say I can't wait for them to call this man up. He gonna wreck shop whenever he gets there. But the next thing that we had of importance, we had Gunther come to the ring and pretty much say he got the most coveted prize in the business right now. He got that World Heavyweight Championship, and this is what it's about. Now, I'm going to say this, y'all. They had that world premiere last week, 3 hours, and we see now tonight. Raw pretty much going on his own time, man. 3 hours last night, 2.5 hours this night. Why the hell we didn't get the World Heavyweight fucking champion on the next premiere? I was like, what the fuck was that? No Gunther at all. Like you said, it was a lot of unnecessary shit last week. And this week, they gave Gunther a small little segment, and we damn near could have did without it. I'm about to get into it right now. He get to talk about the championship, right? He talking about how he needs a challenger. Jay Uso come out. When I say I'm so fucking sick of them beating Jay Uso to people, I swear to fucking God, because I'm a Jay Uso fan. I swear to God. It's only so many fucking times you can feed Jay Uso to somebody, bro. This is damn near, it's like Jay Uso is so hot and so great at what he does, you can't bury him, but goddamn. It's like let's say you get like 3 car wrecks, right? And you get shot and stabbed, and then you go in the hospital saying, thank God. And somebody come behind you saying, no, I think he's trying to take you out. This is the equivalent. It's trying to kill Jey Uso. It's no way you keep on feeding him this is the 3rd time feeding him to Gunther. First of all, you fed him to Roman. Hell, you damn near fed him to his brother. I damn near thought Jim was gonna win at WrestleMania because Jay lose so goddamn much. You fed him to Solo at one point. Jesus Christ, everybody eat off Jay. Everybody eat off the Jay train. Goddamn it. It's just irritating. I just don't see why they keep on doing it. We don't need to see Jay Gunther. Number 3. Why? It's gonna be the same goddamn result. Anyways, Kayla, can you go first on this?
Well, on a positive note, I'm just glad they finally booked the match for Saturday night's main event. I mean, the event is 12 days away, and we have 2 matches finally. So I'm gonna take that as a plus. I am tired of seeing Jay getting the short end of the stick, I guess. Because we all know they're not taking that belt off of Gunther. I don't see them taking it off before WrestleMania, especially, and if they do, they're definitely not going to give it to Jay. I think it will hopefully at least be a good match between the two. But I mean, if you're going to have him be main event Jey Uso, treat him like a main event player, and stop having him, have these great matches, but then making nothing out of it. I'm still salty about the Intercontinental Championship situation. Because while I was happy to see him win this belt, I didn't want to see it taken off of Braun either. And then them putting it on Jay, he held it for less than 30 days. It's just they need to do better with his booking, because he has the crowd. Clearly. Again, he's the main event star. Treat him as such.
I think 23 days was the exact reign, which was ridiculous. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, I've heard a little bit here and there that he only got that title because of the outcry. That wasn't the original plan. Like when they changed, first of all, he was supposed to originally win it from Gunther, and they changed the plans like that night for some reason when he went against him the first time and Jimmy interfered or whatnot. Supposedly, Jay was supposed to win that night. They changed the plans. Why? I have no idea. But yeah. Just stop fucking feeding this guy to people. Lyle, go ahead.
I've been saying since day one-ish that main event, Jey Uso, is sure, he's main event with his brother as a tag team. He is a tag team wrestler. I am so tired. I get it. The fans get, the fans make yes, 100% agree. The fans, we make wrestling. If there wasn't us, there'd be no wrestling. But you can say that about everything that caters to fans. Okay, you don't always have to give them what they want, because half the time what we think we want, we don't fucking really want. We just don't know what we want. Okay, so giving somebody a title as a placeholder makes sense if someone's injured and you just don't have anybody ready for a title, not because, oh, well, they like Jey Uso so much, so we're going to have him take the title off of Braun Breaker and then have Braun get it again. Now Braun's a 2-time IC champion. This is what makes these reigns irrelevant. Cool, Ric Flair had the title 16 times. It means he lost it 16 times. You know, how much time did he have it if you add all that time together? Does it even come close to Roman Reigns' 3-year run? Does it come close to that stupid Hulk motherfucker's 4-year run? Or Bruno Sammartino's 7-8 year run?
We don't mention that second one on here. Keep going.
Regardless, it doesn't come close to those runs, and you had it 16 fucking times. They had it 5 times, 8 times, 4 times, whatever, and they've had it that long. So I hate that. I get it. Oh, Jay has the crowd, 100%. He comes out, yeet, and you see thousands of people go, yeet. All right, cool, he's got it. But doesn't mean you got to put a strap on him. I'm sorry. He puts on good matches. So put him in good matches. But put him in multi-man matches. Put him in random tag matches or back with his fucking brother. Don't be putting him in this title picture and calling him main event when you're just going to have him lose. We know he's going to lose. You're not going to have him take it off of Gunther. If you do and you swerve us, hey, cool, you fucking swerved us, but then you're going to kill Gunther. So decide what you want to do.
You know what pissed me off? If they do the exact same thing they did with Braun Breaker. Because think about it. We didn't think Braun was going to lose when he lost. I did not think Braun Breaker was going to lose that title when he did lose to Jey Uso. What if they fuck around and let Jey Uso win now and Gunther get like a rematch at Royal Rumble and take it right back? You know how fucking pissed off I'm going to be? I'm like, they trying to kill this nigga, bro. I mean, the guy, bro. They trying to kill, bro. They trying to kill him. They trying to kill him. They just trying to kill him at that point. Rolly, let me know something.
Well, the reason why we didn't get Gunther on Netflix is because we was too busy getting that old fart Hulk Hogan and his orthopedic Nikes. Yeah, that, oh my gosh, that night was insane. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But I don't like that they're feeding Jay to Gunther either. I don't like it at all. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I could have gave Gunther somebody else. I feel like Jay is that one. Jay just beat Drew on the debut of Netflix. He didn't beat him definitively with like a finisher, but he beat him with a roll-up, nice roll-up. It was worth it. It was enough. He beat Drew, which means he's riding with momentum right now. You can't have Jay go up against Gunther while he's literally riding high with this momentum, and y'all about to drop his momentum right back down, only to build him right back up again for another challenger, and he'll probably get dropped back down again. Like, we're going to continue to do this over and over again. It seems like they're making him that guy. Like I told you, or like I said on Instagram, that guy. That guy who's just going to continue to get built up, to be dropped back down from the loss. Everybody's believing in him again. Okay, we're rallying behind Jay. Yeet, 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 and then pew, right back down again from another loss. I don't want to see it. I feel like Jay, if you're not going to do right by him as a single star, then put him back with his brother. They were one of the greatest tag teams in the world, period. So honestly, if you're not going to do right by him as a single star, put him right back with his brother and let them wreck shop again as the Usos. Because I'm tired of the start-stop pushes with Jey Uso. Like, you can't continue to build him up only to bring him back down. Because eventually, people's going to get tired of the yeet movement. They're not going to be behind them all as they are anymore. It's not going to hit no more. So, I don't know. They got to do something.
And you know what? I completely agree with you because two people are examples of that. Sami Uso or Sami Zayn. Yeah, as hot as he was when he went against Roman at the Elimination Chamber, as hot as he was before then, that was as hot as any superstar has ever been. And you know, also was before they went against Roman, LA Knight. There were two people who were hot, major hot. I'm talking scalding hot. You could touch them and catch on fire. Soon they lost to Roman, it went down a little bit, and WWE didn't even try to build them back up. They just continued to silently let them die. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it wrong, they still get pops and they still relevant, but they're nowhere near as hot as they were. And it's gonna eventually come to Jay as well if they keep on making them lose every single time. It's like when they decide to put something on them, nobody's gonna really care that much. Like when Sammy beat Gunther, they didn't care about that. When damn near when LA Knights United States won, title win, it was a fine win, but did we really care about that reign? They didn't make him remember at all. He had one feud, and then it wasn't his feud with Carmelo Andrade. It wasn't his fucking feud. He just got inserted into the feud. He had none himself. So like I said, WWE needs to start doing this today, or his character is gonna be dead for sure. But we can hopefully they let them cook, man. We're gonna let them cook. Hopefully they don't do that to him. But Jesus, like you said, man, it just seems like that's what they're gonna do. Next thing we had on the card was a banger match. So we had this tournament for the first women's Intercontinental Championship, right? We crowned an inaugural champion tonight. Banger match between Lyra Valkyria and Dakota Kai. I'm gonna be honest, I knew the match was gonna be good. I did not care who won because I didn't want one of them to win. I felt like it should have been Io Sky or Shayna Baszler. They haven't done anything with Shayna Baszler since she came up in NXT, and she was the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. Also, Io Sky, very hot right now. Obviously, the better, she's not going to get the Women's World title. Why not go ahead and reward her with that? You know what I mean? I felt like them two were the absolute best two to do so. If not, bring up one of the NXT girls, maybe Soul Rucker, Last Legend, somebody like that to, carry that title for a mid-card. But the two in this match, I didn't want them to win. I didn't want that one on to win. But the one who did win, I damn sure didn't want her to win. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God, I almost blew a head gasket when I saw 1, 2, 3. I swear to God. And it's no offense to Lyra Valkyria, the person, but the character is boring. We do not chant her woo. We chanted it more when she first came out than we do now. It's even less now. And she keep doing that dumbass pose. Ain't nobody doing that. Stop doing that dumbass shit. Please stop. Stop it. I'm sorry. If y'all like Lyra, cool. That's great. I know some superstars that I like that other people don't like. I just don't like Lyra, bro. The character is just not hitting for me. She can wrestle her ass off. If this was a banger match, as far as this match, this 3.5, 4-star match for sure. They went back and forth. I'm talking wrestling, technical moves, exciting moves, kick outs. They did it all. That over the neck breaker thing that Dakota Kai does, that needs to be her finisher. It's better than her regular finisher. That's a bomb move. Like, she be pulling that out like it's just a regular move. That's your finisher. This shit over with. Let me find out how to do it, live. Let's go with my new finisher. I swear to God. But, like I said, with that being said, Rolly, man, talk to me about this match. You like it, or you like the winner, the new inaugural champion, or what?
No, I don't like the inaugural champion. Don't get me wrong. I like Lyra as a wrestler, but like you said, her character is just boring. There's not really a character behind her. Like, the character is just a woo. That's it, a woo. And if that's not even getting over, so I don't know what we're doing here. But Lyra as a wrestler is great, and Lyra is beautiful. She's a gorgeous girl. So I like her a lot. It's just that character. I wanted Dakota to win, and I was pissed that she didn't win. Like, when I seen that Lyra hit the finisher, and I didn't even know what her finisher was. When they said the Nightwing or whatever the heck that thing is called, I'm like, oh God, okay, that's her finisher. It's over. But man, Dakota did her thing. It was a great match. She did her thing. That suplex or whatever, I was on the apron, just the beginning of the match, as soon as they started, I'm like, why we're gonna start off like this? Because that hurt. You can tell it hurt. But Dakota doing her chiropractor is what you were talking about, her over the neck. Yeah, it's called a chiropractor, and she used to do it as a finisher. She stopped doing it, I think, because of her knee, her ACL, that, you know, she broke twice? Was it twice? I think. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I think why she stopped doing it is because of that.
I think she tore it once and strained it another time, if I'm not mistaken. She may have tore it twice, but I know she did injure the same one twice.
Yeah, she was doing that as her finisher. So I think now she's like, okay, instead of doing it as a finisher, I'm just going to do it as a regular move, pull it out sometimes when I need to, and not actually do it every night because I might re-injure my knee again. And I don't want to do that. She's trying to play it safe. So I understand. But yeah, Lyra, I didn't want her to win. I wanted Dakota to win because what they're doing with the mid-card titles, it seems like they're putting them on people who've never won belts at all. At all. That's the reason why Shayna didn't win it. That's the reason why Io didn't win it. That's the reason why, who else? I don't even know who else. You didn't bring up an NXT call-up.
Shayna ain't won no belt either. She ain't won no belt since she got on the main roster.
She won the NXT championship.
Lyra did too. Lyra did too.
Yeah, but I don't understand the Lyra thing. I was hoping that they were going to do it with Dakota because Chelsea Green never won a belt in WWE.
I don't mean to interrupt you, my fault, but it just like Lyra won it too, and Shayna was a longer champion. You feel what I'm saying? But keep going, my fault.
Yeah, I said I don't know why they did the Lyra thing. I thought they were going to give it to Dakota so they can play that same trend. Okay, we're giving the title to nobody, people who haven't held belts, period. No singles titles. Because Chelsea Green won, and she hasn't held a singles belt at all. So I was like, okay, I understand. So if you're going to do that, then you give it to Dakota Kai, because she's never won a singles title in WWE, period. And it sucks. NXT, she should have been champion. She had multiple times they were going to give her a championship. I was hoping that they were going to give her a championship because she was over down there. And they didn't. They didn't strike while the iron was hot. And she came up here and they're like, okay, we're going to give you tag team titles. It's just worn out. I don't care no more. Lyra, I didn't want her to win. And I'm kind of upset that she did win. That's all I got to say.
Okay. I very good points, bro. Very good points. Like you said, we're kind of disappointed in this. The match was fire. We were just disappointed in the result. Now, tell me something.
I like to think that the reason they did not have Dakota Kai take this is because we all know, love Dakota. She can wrestle her ass off. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's good on the mic, but she's accident prone. Bad. She spent a lot of time on the shelf with serious injuries and serious knee injuries. And when your knees are your main source of everything, when your team kick and you have to hit the ropes and all this stuff, I just don't think they have enough faith in her to stay healthy long enough to be a main, or not a main card, but a champion like that, a singles champion. Unfortunately, I did not want Lyra to win either at all. I was hoping they'd give it to Dakota. She can be played, even if they give somebody else like a month later. Dakota should have been inaugural champion. I'm sorry, Dakota's been there 3 times longer than Lyra has put in so much work, has helped revolutionize and bring in War Games, when it was down to NXT only, exclusively. So I was pissed about the outcome. Lyra bores me as well. I don't even think she can wrestle all that great. Cool. She can wrestle, yeah, but I'm not saying she can't wrestle. I just don't think that she's like heads and tails above everyone else. I don't feel that way. She's very boring and should not have been the inaugural champion. So this is, once again, like I said, that downward spiral for me for Raw, which is why I gave it such a low rating. Ever since that, Sheamus match, it just kind of went for me. I started losing interest. I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? So I like to believe that because they don't have faith in her due to her injuries, that's why she lost this match. But I'm 100% with Rock. Should have been Shayna Baszler or Io. Really, it should have been Shayna. Hands down, Once Shayna was announced in the tournament, that's who the fuck it should have been. I don't care who else you're putting in there. Shayna Baszler is one bad woman and can destroy anybody in that ring, that in the women's division. Any of them. Now that Ronda's not there, any of them. Legitimately, she could take them all. So, what are we doing?
100% behind you, Lyle. 100% behind you. Yeah, I fuck with that, man. I agree with you 100%. Miss Kayla, can you give us your opinion on this?
In my opinion, I didn't really have any interest in the tournament as a whole, if I'm being completely honest. I was kind of pulling for Zelina just because I have a particular, liking towards her. And then when she lost, I was like, okay, I don't really care. Then they introduced Io in. I'm like, okay, I could see Io being Intercontinental Champion. If you're not going to put the world title on her, then that would be a good choice. And then when she lost to Lyra, I believe, then I was just like, okay, I don't care. And it's no disrespect to Lyra, which I was shocked to see her win. It's just when she debuted for the first time, they gave her a little push. But then when she went against Nia at King and Queen of the Ring, that push was quickly deflated. So I'm like, okay, they don't know what to do with her, or it's something. But I mean, congratulations to her. I said, again, no disrespect to her at all. But just my opinion, as far as the mid-card, they don't really have much of a mid-card women's division. And I don't really believe that giving them an Intercontinental Championship belt is going to fix that too much. Same as the women's U.S. title. Not unless you actually give them some interesting storylines to tell. Adding a belt just kind of gives you a prop, if anything, which I don't want to see it turn into that. But if you can't figure out how to get two people together that have great in-ring chemistry and then know how to tell a story, then you're just kind of putting a belt in there just to have something shiny. So if anything, I'm waiting to see what type of storylines they will, that will come out of this. Hopefully they can make Lyra more interesting because, outside of the main roster, Liv, Becky when she comes back, Rhea, Io, outside of those four, you don't have any women. Well, you have the talent, they don't have the resources. So until you give us a reason to care, I'm just kind of up in the air with it.
I agree with that. Like I said, the women's division, the Raw women's division, and this ain't no disrespect to none of the women on there. It's the weakest division. It's the weakest women's division out of the three brands. Cause we all know Shawn Michaels don't miss with that NXT women's division. He do not miss. Then of course got SmackDown. We got damn near all of them that had the world championship. It seems like if not, they should have been at some point. Like it or gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? Other than like B5 and Elektra, but they got the potential to do something. Hell, B5 and Elektra are more exciting than Live Out here, to be honest. Like she is. I'm not trying to just shit on her, man, but it's just not working. I personally think she should go heel eventually, make her entrance dark or whatnot, and when what's her name, Charlotte Flair come back with her dark image, that she can be like under her regime or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Do something like that. But what they doing with her now, I'm not fucking with it. It's just stop. She can literally be off my TV, like not injury wise, but that's somebody who, when they stop pushing her and stop pushing on TV, I was just fine with that. I was like, hell yeah, you listen to us. Now, like, you're not listening to us again. You feel what I'm saying? Like, forcing people, they should learn with Roman. You can't force anybody on somebody. When you do, it makes us not like them. You know what I mean? Not even like them as a heel. We just don't like the person on the fucking TV at all. You know what I'm saying? And also, to bring up that point you made earlier about Hulk Hogan, Rolly, that was the best segment of the night. Seeing him get booed, it brought fucking joy to my heart. I made a TikTok video about it. I hope you see it. But yeah. All right, cool. Other than that, man, like I said, I really don't like to shit on people. I swear to God, I don't. But Lyra just ain't it, and she ain't. I don't. The thing about it is, I'm about to go to the next subject. Damn loud. The thing about it is, I just don't think she's gonna have it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think they're going to make anything of her. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's just hard for me to just get behind somebody who don't got it. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, that is what it is. We'll go to the next thing. Next thing we had Sammy. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mention this earlier. So right after Sammy had that meeting with Seth Rollins earlier, you guys, he ran into Final Testament. Well, not Final Testament, just carrying across the Miz at the door of Adam Pearce. He pretty much saying he about to go in there talking about some important stuff. Then they get the jaw jacking him pretty much, talking trash to him like, yeah, you ain't no world champion, never gonna be. And he like, Miz, you ain't shit right now. You behind Karen. He was like, I done won it twice, buddy. Watch your mouth. And so that's how we got here. So tonight we got Miz versus Sammy. It was a decent match. It was pretty much more just like a crowd pleaser. The crowd getting behind the match pretty much. It wasn't boring. It just wasn't a more exciting match the other night or whatnot. I liked how Sammy finished it. He get that hula kick out of nowhere, then he got the Blue Thunder Bomb. Everybody know that's his signature move now, but that used to be his actual finisher. So I like that he did his finisher and then got the Blue Thunder Bomb. It kind of like a exclamation point on it, like, yeah, you definitely down now. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, not a boring match at all, in my opinion. I actually think these two can actually have a good rivalry if they actually write it out right. Yeah, do something, distract Sammy and get Miz away from the Final Testament right now. You know what I mean? Cause why? Why the fuck are you still around it? But yeah, Kayla, what do you think about this match between Sammy and the Miz?
Honestly, I didn't really even hear their match. It just seemed like a filler match to me. Just because, I mean, it shouldn't be a filler match considering how short the show was. But it just felt like, a match that threw in there. But I will say, as far as Karrion Kross, I don't trust him. Someone made a point on Instagram that anytime that someone has had an interaction with him moving on and trying to heal afterwards. And it may be refreshing to see Sami Zayn heal. I don't know. I'm protective of Sammy. I think it's a bloodline thing. I just want him to stay Sammy Uso for as long as possible.
Yeah, that's pretty much Karrion Kross's gimmick. Everything he says pretty much comes true. Like literally everything. We brought that up on the show before. I don't think Rolly was there at that time, but me and Lau, I brought that up to you guys before. Everything he said, because Lau was like, what's the whole point of him being there? I say he's a prophet. Everything he says comes true. He may lose the match, but he said Rey Mysterio gonna have dark days. Dominic turned heel on him. He said the prize not working out. Where the hell is Bobby Lashley? You know what I mean? He said it's pretty much everybody. Like I said, he said stuff about the Miz need to get away from R-Truth. He ended up turning heel. Everything he says comes true eventually. You know what I mean? In some shape, form, or fashion. So yeah, Karrion know he even know what he's talking about, pretty much. Lau, what do you think about this match?
Yet again, pointless, stupid. Like Kayla said, filler. And I love me Miz. You know that. Like, I have nothing against the Miz at all whatsoever. I like Sammy. Fucking stupid. Pointless. Okay. The way the interaction was backstage, cool. Yeah, they could have had that segment to keep Karrion Kross in our minds, to keep all that, okay, remember, oh, that's right, Karrion Kross is around kind of back there creeping. Sure. Don't have a problem with that. They should have advertised this match for next week then. I'm going to talk to Adam Pearce or whoever it is that does, we'll see what happens next week. They didn't need to put that on this week, especially once again. You shortened the show. You didn't give us Wyatt 6. You've now given us 2, possibly even arguably 3 matches that who gives a fuck? We didn't really need. What are you doing? When this match was on, I was in the other room getting the computer on and getting ready to do this podcast and shit, getting everything warmed up and and restarted and updated because I didn't really give a shit about what was going on. I listened to the match because I didn't care. It's pointless for me. It was a dumb filler match.
I agree. Like I said, it was just a filler match. You know what I mean? It didn't do no big numbers. It was okay. At best, not the best ever. Rolly, what do you think about this match, man? And the Karrion Kross stuff. Rolly?
My bad. My computer was acting stupid. But I thought the Karrion Kross stuff backstage. I feel like Lau said, it could have been like a segment for next week. It could have been like, okay, yeah, all right, I'm gonna go ask Adam Pearce for a match next week against you. Cool. That's cool. We can go on to something else. Because one, like I said, Adam Pearce definitely, I guess, told Miz and Karrion Kross that Wyatt Six got drafted to SmackDown, got transferred to SmackDown. So they're over there now. They're not even over here no more, which means Miz does not need to be with Karrion Kross no more. The point of him being with them was because he can get to the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six is gone. They're over there. So unless they're moving the Final Testament over to SmackDown, which I don't see happening, distance the Miz away from them. This time, this whole storyline is over with. They already basically killed the Wyatt Six. So, just get rid of this whole daggone group with the Final Testament and the Miz. Let the Final Testament do their thing and the Miz do his, whatever he ends up doing. But this match, it was like a blink and you'll miss it match, because I swear to God, I blinked and the match was over. I just seen the haluva kick and the Blue Thunder Bomb, and that was it. I don't even remember anything else that happened in this match at all. So that's all I remember from it. Sammy getting the win. It felt like a squash match to me, but again, that's only because I blinked and I missed it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that. You're not wrong. I'm gonna say this about the Wyatt Six, right? Moving them to SmackDown after they had long lost the match to Final Testament, so they just lost the feud. They supposed to be unbeatable. Supposed to be this scary group. There's no way the Fiend's cult would have lost a match to a team and never fucked with them again. There's no way at all. And don't get me wrong, supposedly or reportedly, Bray Wyatt wanted to work with Karrion Kross like really bad before he died and whatnot. And a lot of things that they are doing is pretty much visions of Bray Wyatt. But I don't mean this in any disrespect, and please, everyone, do not take this as disrespect all our wrestling fans. But I'm very glad we didn't get to see this shit. Cause it would have been pissing me off if Bray Wyatt would have been doing this and not getting over. You see what I'm saying? It was already kind of questionable what he had going with Bobby Lashley. I already didn't know exactly how that was gonna go. But if that would have led to this shit right here, I'd have been pissed. I'd have been extremely. I'm already mad enough. Because I wanted the Wyatt Six to come even before they started putting the videos out. Lau, you were there. I talked about the Wyatt Six for so long. I even predicted a lot of the members. The only one I predicted wrong was Braun Strowman. But like a few weeks before they came out, I said, hey, Braun's not going to be in it. And all right. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That pissed me off with them. Moving to SmackDown, I don't know what the fuck that's going to do. Who the fuck they going to feud with over there? Goddamn Street Profits? Anyways, fucking A-Town Down Under. Yeah, they're your friends. And you got friends over here, and you're not friends with this guy anymore. It's gonna be fucking stupid unless he goes for the fucking world title like the Fiend would be doing. You have to go for it, whether you win it or not. The head of the group needs to go for the world title. The minions under need to go for the mid cards and the tag titles. And the woman go for any woman title. There's two of them she can go for now, Nikki Cross. I guarantee they don't have to go for that one shit. Anyways, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go to the next thing. Cause I'm getting a little pissed off about that. So next thing that we had on the card tonight, y'all, we had Rhea Ripley come out. This is her first appearance after winning the woman's world heavyweight title back, and I'm so glad she won that title back. To get the fuck off of Liv, all right? And no offense to Liv, like you said loud earlier, this actually was her best shit going, which proves to you how bad her shit has been. Cause I still didn't like that shit. You know what I mean? It was best shit, and I still didn't like it. You know what I mean? Just cause shit went from a 1 to a 4, don't mean I gotta like it. It was still a fucking 4 at best. Everything Liv did went down. When Dom got with her, people don't react to him as much. The world title, you damn near forgot it existed. The Judgment Day, they shit with Liv. You know what I mean? Everything went down with Liv. So, with that being said, I'm so happy Rhea Ripley got this title back. Maybe she brings some prestige to it, right? Alright, cool. She come out. All these motherfucking women that lost in the goddamn Intercontinental shit should be like, okay, there's still another fucking title I can go for, right? A world women's title, right? We had 2 SmackDown women on here tonight going for this goddamn, fighting this girl about the women, like, they on SmackDown with their own 2 other fucking titles, right? Bayley and Nia Jax. Now you just lost your fucking title. You just lost it. Why wouldn't you rematch this Saturday Night Main Event or Royal Rumble? Why wouldn't you? It makes no sense at all. None. And by the way, Nia Jax had that shit on, y'all. Nia Jax, hey, wherever she went, hey, that outfit tonight, fire. Fire outfit. I don't care what nobody say. She had that shit on to the fullest. And Bayley had a kind of smooth ass haircut too. You know what I mean? I think they just threw Bayley in there mainly because she's from that, she lives in that city or whatnot. So it kind of made sense for her to make an appearance. I thought just making an appearance was fine enough though. They didn't have to put her in this whole mess. There was another segment that was unnecessary, as Loud likes to put it. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing Nia Jax. Y'all know how I feel about her. I love seeing Rhea. Y'all know how I feel about her. But it did nothing. This did nothing. All they basically said was that they're going to be in the Royal Rumble. Okay. Y'all took up time by saying that. You don't... look, unless it was like the first segment, you don't have to announce you're going to be in the goddamn Royal Rumble. It ain't that many fucking superstars. We know you're going to be in there. You know what I mean? Like... Jesus Christ. It was unnecessary. I liked her outfit. I liked her with Bayley. Bayley still needs work on the mic. I can't say how you've been in WWE 20 years and still not that good on the mic. But anyways, Lau, what you think about this segment?
I'm not going to waste the people as much time. They've heard me say it so many times already tonight. Bullshit. Didn't fucking need it. Like you said, SmackDown. Keep your ass on SmackDown. We don't give a fuck. Nia, you just lost. Bayley, you lost to Nia. So, I mean, go away. Unneeded. More time taken from people, other talent that we know is on the roster that we never get to see, that we could fucking see. That they could give us some fresh, new storylines. I get it. We're headed to Mania, so they're going to be wrapping up some of these stories. We're 3 months away. You can't give us a 3-month feud, a 2 or 3 new 3-month feuds that culminate at Mania. Come the fuck on. I'm getting tired of it already. And this Netflix premiere shit, last 2 weeks, bro, I am not impressed. We got some better shit on USA.
Man, that was a hot take. Hot take like a motherfucker. All right, Rolly, tell me something.
Let's see. Yeah. Nia, like Lau said, Nia definitely lost. She lost her belt literally on last Friday. And then Bayley shouldn't have, I mean, I understand Bayley being there just because it's San Jose, but at the same time, she was looking at Rhea's belt. And I'm like, why are you doing that when you have a match against Tiffany Stratton this Friday for the belt? You're worrying about a whole different belt when you didn't even win the other one yet. Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, this was definitely not needed. I don't know what's going on at all. I was hoping Becky Lynch was going to come out and stare Rhea down like, I'm back and I want my championship back. I want that belt. I want my belt. looking at Rhea Ripley, that would have been great. It would have been great to see that. That way, we're like, okay, and now we're getting something new. Now we're off the Liv train. We're getting Becky Lynch. Becky's back in full effect, and I'm ready. WrestleMania season is happening. But no, we got 2 SmackDown women. It seemed like Bayley's transferring over here because she was talking to Adam Pearce. I don't know if it's happening or not, but if that is happening, then she's obviously losing on Friday, which is bringing her over here to probably feud with Rhea. I don't know. All I know is Nia didn't need to be here, but she definitely had that shit on. She definitely did. She looked fire. But yeah, we didn't need this segment. If you were going to have this segment, like I said, you could have brought Becky. You could have brought Charlotte. Even Alexa Bliss. I don't care. There's somebody we haven't seen in a while. Speaking of Alexa, where has she been? Like, I guess we're waiting for the Royal Rumble. But dang, dog, we need somebody. We need to see some returns. We haven't seen no returns. We've seen a debut, but no returns. Yeah.
Other than John Cena. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You literally just said exactly what I was about to say. I was literally about to say, they could have did Becky, Charlotte, or Alexa. That would have been a bigger pop than any one of them right now. I just don't get why Nia was there. I don't fucking at least Bayley's from there, but like you said, she watching Rhea build, and Rhea kind of stepped in front of her, and she gave the pole like she about to turn heel for a couple seconds. I'm like, what's the point of this? She didn't do it. Kayla, please make sense of this.
I mean, I can't really make much more sense of it than y'all did, honestly. Y'all summed it up perfectly, because it really was unnecessary just to come out and announce that you're gonna be in the Rumble. Of course you're gonna be in the Rumble. Now, to y'all's point, she did look good. She came out and she was dressed to the nines. Her, Bayley, Rhea always looks great, but I was more so hoping that the segment would be a chance to introduce a new challenger for Rhea's belt, if anything else. I think, unfortunately, having Nia and Bayley from SmackDown just kind of shows again how weak the women's Raw roster is, that you couldn't have one of those women come out and either challenge for the title or appear as some type of threat to Rhea. But yeah, it was just, again, a filler segment to fill up some time on the show, which waste of time in my opinion.
If they were going to announce anybody women-wise, like you said, the 3 that we just mentioned, Charlotte, Becky, and Alexa Bliss, they could have came out and announced it, and that would have been a pop. But like you said, Kayla, obviously, Jess, you're going to be in the fucking Royal Rumble, because why the fuck would you get a rematch, right? Fucking sense, right? And so y'all go get somebody at the goddamn Royal Rumble. Why the fuck would she go against the person she just lost to? I'm sorry for my language, y'all, but some stuff. The WWE writers, all right, I'm stopped before they mess around and be watching the show, because they do know of us. But it's just some stuff just obviously don't make any sense at all, and you can't make no sense of it. Like sorry. But yeah, I just hope they get that together. Hopefully they do something with it. All 3 of them need to actually come to Raw. Charlotte, Becky, and Alexa. I know Charlotte and Becky supposedly were wanted by Netflix, so I hope they do come. But they can bring Alexa over there too. Might as well. If they're not going to do nothing with her with the Wild 6, and it seems like they might not, I can't guarantee it, but they might not, because they obviously didn't put Braun Strowman in there. Why the fuck would you not? Or even not even interact with him? He's part of the... Anyway, that's going off subject again. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't mean to do this on purpose. Just some stuff just... when it don't make sense, I just want to go off about it, right? All right, but cool. We're going to go into the next thing before I blow a head gasket, right? So, the next thing that we got on the card, y'all, we had the actual main event, and I didn't know this was going to be it. You know what I mean? I thought this was going to be another 3-hour show. I was fully prepared for it. But I can't say I'm complaining, because 3 hours is fucking hard to get through, right? So, we had Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in a street fight, and I loved the match. I loved it. I thought it was way better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought they were just gonna be like in the ring, just hitting each other with a chair here and there, the kendo stick, yeah, here and there, whatnot. but they actually went all out. That man did a Falcon arrow through the table 5 minutes into the damn match. And he had that man rolling off on an ambulance stretcher like the match was over with. He went and got him, threw his ass back in the ring. Now all of a sudden, Finn Balor ain't hurt no more when his partners come to help him out. You know what I mean? He took that neck breaks off. Oh, your neck not hurt no more? I fucking bet. You thought you about to win. And for them to do a backstabber, a moonsault, and then the coup de grace, and he still kick out, I loved it. It was great, but Finn Balor usually do one coup de grace on you whenever he pins you, Damian Priest, and that's like, what the fuck? If you can kick out tonight, it makes no sense for other time for you not to kick out. That's all I was saying. That's the only part of the match that I was just like, and it's not for a championship either. You know what I mean? You the championships, you're like, oh, snap, gotta dig in a little deeper. Just one for a championship, so I'm like, okay, that kind of was kind of weird for them to do that. But hey, it cooked. The whole match was great to me. Other than that part, like they went back and forth. They went at each other. Like they would hit each other with shit. He got all kind of moves in. He had to get the South of Heaven at the end to win. I thought it was great. I really didn't see much wrong with this match. Roy, what do you think about this match?
The match was definitely cooking. Like everything about it was cooking. Everything about it was cooking. It was like Damian Priest and Finn. You can tell this. I think this was the last match. I think this is the like literal end of their feud. It's the end of this blood feud between them two. I feel like they're about to go to different storylines, but this was a great ending of a match. Street fight banger. Freaking that Falcon, that broken arrow through like off the top of like the balcony through two tables, and they had so many camera angles that made it even look even more worse than it already did. I was like, oh yeah. And you could tell Finn was out. Like Damian was moving, but Finn didn't move at all. Eyes closed, he was asleep. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, when we went to commercial break and then we come back and he's getting stretched off, I'm like, oh, the match is over? Already? I'm like, dang, all right. Well, I mean, it looked like it hurt, so I understand why he's hurt, but nope. Damian Priest rolled his butt onto the ramp, started clotheslining Finn, looked him in his eyes like, this match is not over. I want you to know that. And clotheslined him multiple times. And then the hardest thing I think I've ever seen is him swinging him into like down the ramp, and he rolled straight into the ring off. I was like, okay, that's hard. I don't know if that was meant to happen, if they practiced that. I don't think they did, but that was fire. And honestly, it was a banger of a match. I even liked when Finn put Damian Priest in his neck in the chairs, and I'm thinking that he's about to give him the worst shotgun drop kick I've ever seen in my life. But Priest with the chair around his neck lifted him up with the South of Heaven and dropped him straight. I was like, okay, yeah, this is a banger. They're cooking. They're definitely cooking. And I was satisfied with Priest winning because now it's like, okay, we're done. This is over. I feel like we are satisfied with the ending of this match. They had a great blow-off match to end their rivalry, and I have no problems with it. Now we're on to something new. WrestleMania season around the corner. They're talking about Finn getting a big push for 2025. I wonder what they're going to do with that. But, yeah, I ain't got no problem. Match was fire. Great ending of their rivalry. And Damian Priest is not Finn's or his brother's keeper no more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I personally thought, who is it again? That I thought Finn should win because I think Finn would be, Damian would be more accepting of Finn winning that match and being done with it before who's it again? I feel the Netflix shit has just ruined all the storylines. I wouldn't say all the storylines, brother. There's gonna be something that's gonna pick up, something that's gonna drop off a little bit. But I mean, that's show business. It's 3 hours now. You know what I mean? 3 hours is they're putting fillers in at this point. Like I said, a lot of stuff tonight was just filler stuff. Even though it could have been major storyline stuff, they made a couple of filler stuff. They did that last week. Had the first SmackDown 3 hour show. Had a whole hour or one match, 25 minutes with the fucking entrances. I know, I got a couple SmackDown too. So yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, Taylor, tell me something. What do you think about it?
Now, honestly, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it because I was kind of multitasking, unfortunately. And I hate that because it was a match that I was actually looking forward to seeing. And I did see some of the spots, but I was trying to do social media and watch that match at the same time. But like I said, the spots that I did see, the spot off of what were they, on the staircase into the table, I enjoyed that. Him doing the South Heaven with the chair around his neck, that was a cool spot too. I'm just glad it was a definitive end to their storyline, and that they gave the match a stipulation. Because even though they faced each other at Bad Blood, and I thought that match was good too. And even I got to see it live, so that was also enjoyable, but you could tell that wasn't the end of it. So to give them a stipulation that was fitting for the blood feud that they had, I'm glad that they ended the storyline correctly.
That's what's up. I should have put two and two together that you would have been in Bad Blood since that was in Atlanta. Me and Bossman almost came to that show. We just couldn't get it right as far as scheduling wise for us. But yeah, pretty dope. What you think about this, Lau?
They stuck to their formula. They started off hot, they ended hot, but everything in between was just a clusterfuck of bullshit. Everything about this match was great except the winner. I'm sorry. Look, if you're going to do big things with Finn this year, you're going to have him leave the Judgment Day, whatever you're going to do, revamp it. Why the fuck is he losing to Damian in their feud? You did right by making the feud end with a street fight. I hate when they have feuds end, unless it's like two straight edge type people, like maybe a Kurt Angle and a Brock Lesnar. Their feud, a singles one-on-one match, makes sense. But when you got these people that were together in a heel faction, do underhanded things, Punishment Martinez, Fergal Devitt, you have these people who got this blood feud and all this. Yeah, you need a last man standing or a no holds barred, a street fight, a cage. You need something. So it was good to see. I do hope this is the end. No more Finn and Damian, please. Please. God, please, you do anything. Don't listen to anything else. Listen to that. No more fucking Damian and Finn. Let's move on from that. Other than that, man, the match was great. Again, I wasn't happy with the ending, the outcome, and the fact that they ended it, okay, they did 2.5 hours. We had 15, 20 minutes of commercials. They had about a 2-hour show. You can do as much time as you want. You can do a 45-minute show if you want. I get that. But you're missing it. You're botching shit. You barely did over 3 hours last week when you had all this huge shit hyped up and prepared. You cut so much. You cut it because of time? What time, motherfucker? You ain't got no time limit. You own the slot. You the only live show on Netflix. They ain't got nothing else coming on before or after your ass. So there ain't no fucking reason why you need to do this. No. Dumb. I'm not liking this Netflix era. If you're going to keep it PG or TV 14, you're not going to make it adultified on Netflix, then you need to fix this shit with this time limit and start giving some better stories. Other than that, man, good match. Glad it's over, and my ranting is done.
That's them white people for you. But yeah, man, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate that, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So with that being said, like we said, man, tonight's Raw was pretty straight. We got, from a 2 to a 4 as far as the ratings tonight. Like I said, I was pretty impressed by it. Some spots I was not, of course. Like I kind of mentioned it before. I don't want to go on another rant because y'all know I can. And we already been on the show an hour 38 minutes. And with that being said, we about to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. We sure appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. This is the Monday Night Wrestling and Chill for Monday Night Raw. Tuesday, we got the NXT review. Of course, our boy Rolly gonna be on there. Who else gonna be on there with you? Bonafide? Rolly?
Wicked, Bonafide. I forget who else. Oh,
you ain't on that show.
The one. What's her name? Rudy? Rudy?
Oh, okay. Rudy. There we go. All right, cool. Rudy gonna be on that. Thank you. I knew it was another female. I just couldn't remember. But yeah, Y'all gonna check that show out tomorrow, man. Wednesday, they got the AEW review. Your boy Madman down there hosting that. Then we got the Thursday review for TNA. Your boy MTG Gaming is always on there. I might join them some nights. I'm not 100% sure, but it's mostly gonna be him and Boss Man. Fridays, you already know this is my second show. It's the Friday night. Excuse me. Stay your ass home. SmackDown review. Saturdays and Sunday we do PLEs. If me and Boss Man ain't wrestling ourselves, you know what I mean. So we got it, man. 7 days a week we doing something with wrestling. You know what I mean. 6 days a week for show. Sometimes 7. Just continue to join us, y'all. We sure appreciate everything y'all do for us. Anybody else got anything else to say?
Like, follow, subscribe,
everything in between. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, share. If you're looking at this right now, share it. We be having a lot of views. Every single one of y'all should press the share button. That's all I'm saying. It will help us. It only takes a few seconds to do so. Now in a few seconds, 1 second. Press the button. Boom. Look at you. You still ain't did it. Why you ain't did it? Press the button. But we appreciate y'all for joining us. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. It's late, man. Be easy. That's what the song say. Y'all have a good one.